Good morning, everybody. Perfect morning. This is what I call a perfect morning. Let me back up a little bit. Last night I checked the forecast, and it's supposed to be stormy day today, but it wasn't supposed to start till like 9 o'clock. So I was talking to my buddy Dwight House, and I said I was going to go in and try for a coyote in the morning, and he said, "Proper thing." He said, "You won't get one." He said, "Sitting on the couch." So this is like I don't know. I think it's safe to say, 12th time trying this year. I've had them answer me quite a few times, but just couldn't get it to work. It was always too far away or some other excuse. Some other excuse. Anyway, I come in here this morning, and I got a new collar now, a Lucky Duck collar. So I set up, and I got to tell this. The other day when I was going to a set, I seen a rabbit in somebody's rabbit snare, alive. So I took the rabbit out, I set up my video camera, and picked the rabbit up. Of course, as soon as you pick the rabbit up, he starts to cry. So I recorded him crying for, I don't know, maybe a minute and a half probably. And then I took it home and converted it to an MP3 file, and like looped it over and over for I don't know, 15 minutes, I suppose, if I needed it that long. Anyway, I converted it put it on my collar, and this morning I come in here and I set the collar up over here. I was just like 75 yards from me, I suppose. And last night, I'm a little excited as always. And last night I said to Dwayne, I said, tomorrow morning, I'm going to try just daylight, strictly rabbit crying. I'm going to use my call that I made. So I never had it turned on. My goodness, no more than 3 minutes, maybe. And of course, the wind was going to come from the northeast. That's what it was supposedly last night, just a little bit. So I had my gun set up on the tripod, pointing up to my left, because generally that's where the coyote would come from. It was downwind. And all of a sudden I heard something. I looked to my right, and there was two. Oh my. Two coming across in front of me, but it was never going to cross in front of my tripod, so I either had picked the tripod out of the snow and reset it, and I knew that was just so close, it was just not going to work. So I squeaked or chirped or something to make them stop, and they wouldn't stop. They was going to eat my collar. I just couldn't believe it. So I had to shoot first time free in. Oh, you know how it is, free in. He wasn't real far away, but he was running by now because he seen me because I made a sound, of course, when I went to move. So anyway, I don't know, I can't remember now because that much excitement. I know it was the first shot or second shot I struck him. So then I reloaded and hid and tried to shoot for the second one. By this time the second one was going full blast across in front of me, so like it was a harder shot, of course. And I shot like twice or three times at him, and no way I couldn't hit that thing. So I give up, and he was gone, too far. But as you can see over there on the pond, it's kind of hard. I'll walk over and get my coyote. First one of this year, 2021. Female.